Let's go over how to install your Wilkes Bravado Handguard on your Marlin lever action rifle. Before you work on any firearm, you do want to make sure there's no ammunition in the chamber or the magazine or magazine tube. Now that we've inspected it, we are clear to work on this weapon. Now I'm going to lock it in a vise. A vise is not absolutely crucial, but it will make your job easier. I'm going to be using the Rock Vise from Aero Products. So the first step of removing your handguard is going to be with a flathead screwdriver, and you're going to have two small flathead screws on either side of the fore-end cap. So we'll go ahead and start removing them. There's one, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. And there's two. Once you have removed the two screws from your fore-end cap, just go ahead and set those to the side because you will need them if you ever want to reinstall your factory furniture. Now the fore-end cap should be freely moving. The next step is going to be to free the fore-end itself. So I'm just going to pick up on the front of it and pull forward. It's not going to come all the way off. We've got one more step to do before the fore-end comes off, and you will have one screw up here on the bottom of the magazine tube. So again, with a small flathead screwdriver, just go ahead and take that screw out. I will go ahead and tell you to make sure you keep a finger on the end of the magazine tube because it is under spring tension, and we will have to remove that. You don't want to send your spring flying anywhere. Just go ahead and continue removing that flathead screw. Once you have removed the screw from the bottom of the magazine tube, now go ahead and again keep that magazine tube capped because it is under spring tension, and go ahead and release that cap. And you can go ahead and remove the magazine tube spring and cap and set that to the side. You will need to reinsert that in just a moment. Now that you've got that free, you can go ahead and remove your fore-end cap, set that to the side, and now your fore-end itself can go ahead and slide off. Now you're going to repeat the process of removing the magazine tube just in reverse. So now we're going to go ahead and drop in our magazine tube spring. If the magazine tube itself comes off of the rifle, just know that the large hole on the magazine tube is going to face the barrel. Now, the same thing goes for the magazine tube end cap. The large hole is going to go towards the barrel. The small end of the end cap is going to go inside the magazine tube. So now, while keeping that spring in there, we're going to get the end cap in there, and then we're going to reinsert that onto the little tang right there holding the magazine tube on. Now we can take the screw that we just now took out, and we're going to go ahead and reinsert that in the bottom of the magazine tube. You have that screw reinstalled. Now you can go ahead and take your Wilkes Bravado Handguard, and you're going to insert the bottom end first. That will be with this black piece is going to go towards the receiver. So you're just going to put that flush and pivot the handguard on. Now you can take the included screws that Wilkes provides you, and you're just going to insert those on either side of the handguard towards the front end of the M-lock assembly. And to lock those down, you will just need a small Allen key. And now just repeat that process with your second screw. So again, towards the front end of the M-lock section, just a small Allen key. Once that is installed, your Wilkes Bravado handguard is installed.